All right, here we go.
All
Lions
right,
versus
we are good to
Huskies.
get started.
So, who's your money on, Clay?
I'm actually gonna put my money on Lions here. I think they're gonna go well. They've already gotten the opposing half with a shot on target. Follow up is there, but gets blocked out. But I have a feeling the Lions just gonna come out overwhelming pressure. I mean, it's always nice to see as
Oh
there's a
my
shot on
goodness.
target by Crimson, and it's gonna go through. I
Starting to
Lions out to
see,
an early
yeah.
start. Yeah.
I'm starting to see. We just need a bit of a jump there from this Huskies squad. I
Uh,
feel like
it,
they did have an opportunity there to get that out. It's just unfortunate. I don't know. I think again, this is gonna be a long series. It's best of 7. Game 1 is normally a bit of a feeler game. Only 15 seconds in. I'm excited to see what Huskies can get, but I mean,
so
Lions
Lions already
already,
on the offense again.
yeah,
And
looking
they're gonna
aggressive.
keep a lot of pressure. Crimson's up. It's gonna go back for it. It's saved out actually by Damon. Gonna keep it in though from Resnick.
You're good. Now Crimson, he's gonna have full control here. What's he gonna be able to do with it? That's gonna be a scary one, but his
Yeah.
teammate's able to get him out of a bad spot. Rez wants to
Oh,
smack this down the other end, but it's Big Dank able to take advantage.
adds to whiff off the backboard from I believe, yeah, Rez, and it's just gonna find ways back to the net, back of the net with the shot from Tank. It's unfortunate, but it's a 1-1 game. 4:17 left on the clock. Still a lot of time though for both teams. I mean, one team could completely open this up.
Yeah, it's again, it's gonna be who can take advantage of these mistakes the most. Again, we're probably gonna see a little bit more whiffs than we're used to up in the higher ranks, but what we're hopefully going to see as well is a lot more scoring because of that, and maybe some teams can try and cook up a team play or two. Just want to see good rotations here, and again, don't go for anything flashy, just get the 50. I think that's all they need to do.
Yeah, ending a play with the 50 is one of the best things you can do in Rocket League, and seeing these teams do that is going to be really nice to see because the team that does that the best is more than likely going to have more shot opportunities, as long as 50s are good, obviously. But
Yeah, I mean, they just need to be able to get the touches. That's going to be the biggest thing here. You're already starting to notice that they're starting to warm up a little bit, a lot less whiffs. Going for a bump here is kind of crazy. Now we got
say that.
Rez coming off the top corner. That's a tough shot, but he does take another player out of the game, which is basically a 50 anyway. Drops down. Good little pop-up. Is it going to be a carry? A crazy challenge from Crimson, but
I was back for a shot opportunity.
I think they're going to get out of it.
Not going to go in, yeah. They're going to get out of this. Go through the sidewall. Resnick up. Going to get it out all the way back down the field. Tana's going to whiff. Yeah, another whiff in the corner. Rez is up, keeping it back in their side. 2 in net. Pop over the top from Resnick. Crimson for the shot. No, just wide. It's a good attempt there. Just off the mark, though.
That's a brave challenge there from the third man, but able to keep it down the other end. Damon pops this up. He wants to get another 50. Not going to happen. I want to see what a coaching session's like for these guys. Oh, a good open play.
Open net here. What happened here?
It was just a good 50. He got 2 of them out of the play at once because Rez tried to...
Triple
three.
Commit. All 3 of them. Wow.
Guys, you just got to trust each other. You know, don't... You can assume that someone's going to be back there in net. Nobody wants to let him score, so just let it happen and go one at a time. You always got to watch out for the next touch, not the one you're currently going on. Crimson, good touch to the sidewall, and he's going to be able to get it followed up by his teammate, but Professional Thug, a little bit too close here. Positioning like a much higher rank. The confidence is good, but again, you got to remember that it's much easier to whiff at these ranks. Oh my goodness.
Oh, back in the corner. Lions staying on offensive half. Actually, they got one on here. Pass back down from the backboard. Lex to just pop it. It's going to get saved away by Dank. I feel like that was a really good scoring opportunity there for the drop-down pass.
Yeah, I haven't been able to, see any big differences between the teams other than I'd say that the Huskies are able to, they're just getting more consistent touches. That's really been the difference so far, but again, it's the first game. Maybe, I don't know how warmed up these teams are. I don't know if they scrim.
Well, that's the backboard.
Oh, good touch,
there.
but also a good recovery from Professional Thug. Not the best second touch, but Rez is able to bang it away. But this goes straight to the other team. Actually, Rez just follows it up.
Good save there from Damon to keep it out of the net. Definitely you can feel the pressure building. There's a whiff from Crimson. Still got to keep it in, though.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be air rolling just yet in Omega. think we should just get that hit first. Now, professional thug gets
Good
a bump
flick over
from
the
his
top.
teammate. That's a great flick.
Oh, line?
Oh, yeah,
Or,
okay.
sorry, excuse me. Huskies are moving down the field now. It's going to be popped to the corner. Crimson, not the greatest touch here. It's going to have a double commit to keep it out of the net. Past mid, Damon there. Resnick is still able to hit it out.
Yeah, Rez trying to take this downfield. Not going to be able to follow up the second touch. Here's Rez off the side wall. Wants to find his teammate out in midfield, but I mean, unless you're confident, it's not going to be an easy read. Crimson does get the first touch. Not going to be able to get a second.
Okay.
Rez does a side flip.
Oh, still in front of
Brutal.
the net. Still a chance. Oh, at the post. Crimson's still there. 50. It's going to drop straight down. Can Professional Thug get a touch? No. It's going to be banged away. Damon's going to get into the corner. 6 seconds left. Can Lions get it together and get it down the field? 1 second. Time is expired. It's going to hit the ground. Huskies take game 1.
That was yeah, just a good game from Huskies. I do think it was quite close, especially if you look at who had a lot of control there. I just say Lions, just slow it down. Don't try and get it all in one play. Look at the saves Damon had. He had the highest points in the game just from getting saves. You just got to again slow the plays down a little bit.
Yep, I feel like Lions held a lot of offensive pressure, even though they were trying to go too quick for themselves. They look good. They just need to finish it, follow through. Keep things going consistently. Don't overdo it. Let's say if they do that, they've got a very good chance to win the series.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, again, there was nothing crazy in this game. In the differences between the teams, it's just going to be who can keep their cool. Hopefully, this is a long series and the Lions can get back into it. I don't think game one's going to decide anything just yet.
No, not at all. Let's see how this next game goes, and then, I mean, if it goes the way of Huskies, what do we think here? What I mean,
I
what is the
mean,
minimum?
if I still think that if the Lions just slow down, they have good possession. They're actually controlling the ball better throughout the whole field, I feel like. But then they would just rush it or double commit. Even their second goal, that was all just a self
Yeah,
error. They
that
triple
was the
committed.
triple commit. Yeah.
Yeah, with nothing to do with the other team. If they just slow it down, they'll be good.
Damon off the sidewall. Is he gonna put one on target? Crimson touch the Rez is up. I feel like they're trying to do too much in the air a little bit. I mean, so they're using a full tank of boost to go up and get 1 touch. I think they just wait a little bit. They're just rushing plays. Trying to do too much with the ball. I feel like.
Yeah, this game one. Maybe they're used to a different game. I think the Huskies are playing slower, so they might be just a little bit thrown off by that. I feel like I've seen even at this rank, teams have played a bit faster. The Huskies might just, being strategically slow. And here we go. Big Dank gonna have an open net. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all just because of a good 50 and a little bit of bad rotation by Lions. There's no second man. Oh no, it was just second man was out wide. That's the issue. Second man wasn't behind the player. He was out in the middle of the field. You need to have someone behind him.
Let's say you need one at least. I mean, whether that person's in the net or just waiting for the 50. Here's another shot opportunity from Damon. It's just gonna. They say they're just playing too quick and getting ahead of themselves too much. They just need to slow it down and I don't know, kind of reset.
I gotcha. And now, another opportunity here for Huskies. They are able to get it. For the Lions, sorry. I think right there, that is where the speed can come in and be beneficial, but you have to get your hits. Right there, that's a perfect play where speed will get you the win. But Huskies will get more opportunities because they're not trying to outperform you. They'll just wait for you to make a mistake.
We'll have to see how that kind of plays out throughout the series. There's another whip from Resnick. And, so far, it is working for the Huskies, but if Lions kind of start getting their touches, that might be a cause for concern. Because if they're not trying to, outplay their opponents or they're not, outplaying them at all and they're just relying on mistakes, how much will that come into play in the future?
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. This gets popped out to midfield. Crimson off the back wall. Wants to take this downfield, trying to air dribble, and he's doing it better than I can. Can't get a second touch. But the issue is, what did that play just turn into? Nothing, because he doesn't have a follow-up from his team. Again, the rotations. You've got to keep those rotations going.
I feel like the follow-up's there. It just doesn't have any boost at the moment.
I mean, he was just too far away. It looked like he was standing still, and then he would have to waste his whole tank of boost. And then look at this. Open goal
net.
because of what?
Oh.
No good spacing. Thank goodness this is Omega, and that goes a little wide. But, yeah, the Lions got away with one right there.
They definitely did. It's in the Husky half. Like most of this game has been the Husky half. It's just Lions need to capitalize. Touch from Thug goes to the ceiling, but not much is doing with it. And they're winning an entire tank of boost. Man,
yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, they're getting that one touch, or going for that one touch, and there goes the entire tank of boost, and they're having to rotate for a full boost pad. This one might actually get mid. Now Crimson puts it back in the corner. Rez is on the wall. Needs to go here. Pops it to the backboard. Potential double tap, maybe? No.
Yeah, they're going for something just a little bit too extreme.
Another double tap for them.
That shot's not gonna. Yeah, it's just not gonna fly for him. Rez not gonna be able to get a touch, but here we go. Crimson's up. Nice touch to the corner. There's no one back.
Nobody there for a shot though. Crimson might be able to get
save.
to it. Put in the corner by Canna. Resnick's able to put it back in. Professional Thug up. No touch on the defense, and it's gonna find its way in the back of the net. 2-1, 149 on the clock. The Lions get their first lead.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty, but it works. Canna wasn't able to get there again. I mean, I think Canna needs to jump just because that's so awkward for Dank in the net to try and go for that one. It's just right over his head. But again, that's comms. In an Omega, we're just gonna try and figure these things out. We are in the playoffs, but you can still improve. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Producer, there is a second chance in playoffs, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it's double elim. So again, if there's any mistakes in this game right now, try and fix it going into the next one.
And like, obviously, you don't want to get to your second life. You know, you'd like to take as long as humanly possible before you get to that point. But you know, it's always nice to have the second life there. You know, you're not worried about that first series, or as long as you're in uppers, you know, you're not 100% worried. There's a whip from the backboard. Tank is there. Tank is there. I'm just gonna whip. Damn to the sidewall. It's all. Oh, this is open for Lions. Can they capitalize? No, no boost. But like I was saying, you know, having that life, yeah, extra life. It's really nice. It lets you play more freely.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
You know, honestly, that might be a part of Lions' plan. Maybe is this a
Great shot?
What a shot from Canna.
Yeah.
Kana. Wow.
Mr. Kana. That is a beautiful shot. I mean, it just able to rotate in. Again, that's going to be the big difference here. Defense looked very stagnant there from the Lions. Just need to make sure they're going one at a time and keep those circles going. You can't just, you know, stay in the same spot, all of you. You're not playing zone here. This is a rotational defense. Now, Crimson, I will call it a fake, but he's going to rotate behind. That's a good move. This gets popped up to mid. Crimson maybe looking for a 50. Can't get it. That touch just a little bit better. Yeah, I just... This is going to be hard to follow for anyone else in the team. A nice little carry here from Canna. He wanted to get a bump. Oh, the fake works.
Oh, what? Damon's going to be able to get the backboard. One off the other. Tanker is going to be able to move it downfield. Resnick is going to push it forward. Maybe a bump opportunity? No. We're looking at an overtime in this game unless some miracle happens. And
yeah, be quiet.
It is to the backboard. Thought the shot. Ooh, saved off by
still up. No fun league. What is that? Now, here we go. Damon going against Thug on the kickoff. Thug wants to get a dunk. No, it's not going to happen. A good demo from Kana. Now, Dank wants to get this out, take a shot, but teammate probably should have jumped in there. Now it's Rez. They don't know he has no boost, though. He's looking for a pass. A little bit unfortunate, though. Oh, a great touch by Kana.
Thug's back there ready to touch. And he's going to take good control of that in the corner. Good from him. Good 50. He's got time with the ball. He's going to whip. Resnick's there to clean it up. Crimson's going to be able to throw it to the backboard. It's going to get blocked out by Damon, though. And now you've got two in the corner for Lions. Got to scramble back. Resnick's there to cut it off. I feel like Crimson, a lot of their touches aren't amounting much to anything.
Oh, for Lions, I mean, it does seem like they're trying to, I guess, just try and get like individual beats on the goal. That's a beautiful. That's gonna
Oh,
be in.
that's just
That's
in.
crazy,
That's
Mr.
it.
Thug. Okay, by the way, it's exactly what I was about to say. They're all looking for individual wins. Thank God I didn't follow up with what I was gonna say, which is I don't think it would work, and it works almost
I don't work
immediately
immediately.
for Lions,
I don't,
and they're up in the series.
oh no, series tie
Nah.
1-1. Or it's 1-1.
Oh, was it 1-1? I thought it was
It's
just the
1-1.
third game. Oh, okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
losing my mind.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of into it. You know, we forgot what game it was. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that was a good game from the Lions. I mean, again, I still think their play style might come back and bite them where they're just looking for these individual wins.
Uh,
I really want to see if the Huskies, though, they need to speed it up a little bit because the Lions are able to get these individual wins because there's no follows. We need to just focus on the basics, just rotating. I'm telling you, when you're in Omega, the team that can follow each other up, that's the team that's going to win every time.
Yeah, and I don't know. Speed's definitely a factor in this series right now. Obviously, Huskies are a little bit slower, and you know it kind of bite them there. But consistency wise, you know, we saw in game one how Lions had a problem with that, and you know it cost them the first game. So, do you want like would you like to see Huskies still switch it up, even though the Lions have looked kind of shaky consistency wise?
I wouldn't want them to switch it up. What I want them to do is start doing it better. Right now, they're whiffing. That's the biggest issue. If they can just again slow, all they have to do is get a 50 against against the Lions. Sorry, the Huskies need to get 50s against the Lions, and it's going to be behind them every single time because they're not following well. They're like right here. This just goes straight to an empty corner. Crimson's going to have the ball. Let's just watch and see what happens. Right to the other team. They try and get a bump. Just not a very good follow-up. I will say, though, the Lions have looked a lot more mechanically sound
Ah,
in
open
this
that
game.
whip, and it's
I don't
triple
even
commit
know
to
what
get the
happened.
save. Triple commit to
I
get the
don't even
save, and it works. Doesn't matter as long as the ball's out of the net and it's down the field. Damon's there. He's gonna put a shot on. It's gonna go wide. Looking for a demo now. He's gonna get the demo. He's gonna go over the head straight to Tanker. And again, we're playing a little bit of ping pong at the moment. You know,
I mean, I'm watching Connor. We got to stop using so much boost to go back towards your end. And
oh, it's
great
round
cook
one.
here.
Oh,
But a
good
good
save from Damon.
follow-up. That's the rotating right there. Damon able to come and drag his team out of a hole right there.
Yeah, and right now I'm looking. Boost totals are a little scary. They're getting a little bit scary on the defensive side. Um, for Huskies, Lions so far have done a pretty good job with boosts.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I don't think that's the biggest issue here because the ball isn't going too high up in the air. The issue is boost totals for just getting around the field. I was watching Connor there twice going down there. He was in front of the ball, it was going full speed and used a whole 100 tank to look for a bump that wasn't even out there. So you just want to see a little bit more boost management from the players. But again, it's Omega. This is kind of par for the course here. Now, Big Dank puts this out in midfield. Connor's there, but but Damon
no follow up.
kind of got in the way.
Go ahead, still bouncing on target. Good save out from Thug. He's got to save another one. Great save there from Thug. Keep it out of the net, and they do get it away. Resnick, a great touch out.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we're seeing on full display a lot of throwing yourself at the ball and just praying Crimson's able to get this to the back wall, looking for a pass out. It's a tough one for Thug to shoot just because Crimson's car's right there with it.
This might be open if Connor can get a good touch. Yeah.
But Damon can't commit because there's two of his teammates in the corner. If he goes in, it's a full triple commit onto a play. He does not know if it'll work.
Oh, double whip in
Connor,
the corner.
slow down. Don't jump off the
Oh,
wall.
what?
Just drive.
A little whifty in the corner, not a big deal. Good demo from Damon. See if he can't find another here. He's actually going to turn, try to pop it mid. Unfortunately, the touch isn't going to be the greatest. And we're sitting in the corner right now. 0-0 game. Oh, that's on target. That's a shot from Thug, and it's going to go all the way. 1-0 to the side of Lions. And this is, again, what we're talking about, where Husky need to speed it up.
I mean, I think the Huskies just need to stop playing. I honestly, in my opinion, it's actually slowing it down. Is the issue. The fact they always only have one behind the ball is crazy. You have two people rotating every single play. What's right now? There's someone in front of the ball. The first man is still on their end of the field. We need to again just rotate. That's going to be the biggest thing here. Rez is going to be free on this ball, trying to get it around Kana. Good turnoff there. Damon's able to get back to it, and Damon's going to try and get another one. And also something I'm noticing that I don't know if this is the case in most of Omega, they seem to try and set up shots and touches without even thinking about the fact there's a whole other team on the field that will try and get a 50 with you. You've got to try and focus on the fact that they are going to be there and try and get the best out of it. You'll watch the touches they go for. It's like they don't even see the other team. So here we go. Huskies out of their end. Good hit to the corner.
Good touch from Resnick.
Just
good
gonna get
setup.
beat.
Gonna get put out mid. Nobody's there to follow up though. I feel like that probably could have been a goal. Good touch from Resnick again. Back to the backboard. Thug is there. He's actually gonna wait out the touch. That's a great play from Thug. Resnick back to Thug. Good shot, and it's gonna find its way in. 2-0, and that's just a good passing play. I don't think Huskies were ready for it. I don't think they were ready for it at all.
Yeah, the Huskies look lost. The Huskies look lost. They're chasing where the ball was, not where it is. That is unfortunate. Lions able to just... That was a beautiful play. Great passes all around. And it looked like... Oh, I'm a little bit close there, but they got a minute. Honestly, what they should do is just try and sit on this lead. Don't let the Huskies get lucky by an overcommit or anything like that.
That's a high flick. Thug's gonna be able to control it in the corner here, potentially. Now Dame's still on it, forces it up. Crimson, the touch out. Thug can go after this here. Good touch. Just gonna go back down the field. 38 seconds. Huskies need to start to hurry a little bit. When do you go to panic stations if you're Huskies? I mean, when do you just kind of send it?
I mean, I think we're past that. You need to be doing that. I mean, they have to switch up everything at this point. You don't want to go down to one more game. It's just going to be a little bit of, panic moment, I think, for the team. Again, it's not the playoffs yet on the line because they still have another chance. But you said it earlier, you don't want to go out early and lose your first chance. The Huskies just need to try and figure out their play style because I thought they were the more consistent team, but then you look at what they've done this game, and it was just unfortunate.
It was sad.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, we've been notified by Mr. Producer that this is actually the plan. So, they don't have a second chance. So, I mean, there's a lot more pressure now on the Huskies. They need to switch it up, try and come up with something new to get it around the Lions because the Lions, who seemed like the more drastic and dive-happy team, have looked way more consistent in this game.
Yeah. I also want to take a look at the shots. It's 8 shots to 1. I mean, that can't happen. If you're gonna come out and try to win a playoff game or game in general, you gotta have more than one shot. It's that a big part of these games, especially in Omega, it's offense. Are you more consistent in offense? Can you shoot? And it's right now, Lions is just looking like the better team altogether. I mean, it's all around.
Yeah, I think they're probably the Huskies are probably having a little talk with each other, just trying to figure out what they can do to switch it up. They do have a chance here though to come out and swing back. This isn't by no means are they in a bad spot. You just don't want to go down 2 games in a series. That can kind of be hard for your mental. I think right now they just need to try and turn around. That game felt though like it was heavily Lions game.
Mr. Producer, do they have a timeout to use? Both teams do have a timeout, so good start from Damon. So if they do lose
what you
this
wanted.
game, they can absolutely come out with a timeout, but they might not need it at this rate. They've got a 1-0 lead early. 3 seconds in. That's huge. I mean, that's... Mr. Producer. You're not in spectate mode.
All right, we're firing them, producer. Don't worry, guys. But
Yep.
here we go. Damon trying to take this to the ceiling. It's going to be a little bit unfortunate for him. Crimson puts this to the back wall. No follow-up, though. Again, the Lions have looked a lot more reserved and a lot more in control here. Nice shot on net. Damon's able to save it and try and get this to the corner. Not going to work for him as Rez puts this out. Nice touch to the sidewall. Thug doesn't want to turn on it, but he does. Again, Thug, you kind of want to rotate back towards net a little bit closer there. Play it a little bit safer, double commit, but it works out just fine because Crimson's rotating the correct way. Probably want to jump for that a little bit earlier, but it takes out 2 players in the game. I still think Lions are looking like the more controlled team here, but that kickoff goal at 1 second that the audience can get to see does change things.
I'm wondering if Lions. I'm honestly wondering, do they kind of overheat a little bit here? Because they got the 2 games in a row. They looked really good, you know. And to start out, they immediately drop a goal. So is this this sort of case of overheating almost? As Resident gets a nice touch away. He's actually got a second here, and he got a free net if he can put it on target. Tank is back, and it's going to be saved away. But like I said, I'm looking right now. Lions are getting a lot less touches at the moment. They're looking a little bit less consistent. So it makes you wonder: does their playstyle, you know, are they eventually going to start slowing down?
No, I mean, I think the only way you'd see that is if they win another, win the next game, to be honest. That's when they would try and slow down, thinking that they should just play safe. What you don't want to do is play not to lose. You want to play to win. And the Lions, I'd say the only reason the score happened was just unfortunate kickoff. You can kind of write it off as that. Hopefully they can. Hopefully their mental isn't too tied to a kickoff goal. Professional Thug, that is the bravest aerial I've ever seen. I can't believe he tried to read that. Now, Damon puts this out in front of the net. Professional Thug and Crimson combine to get a nice save. This goes out towards net as well, but Rez is there. He's going down the other end of the field. Dank looking for a bump, doesn't get it. Damon one-on-one in the corner. Nice pop-up, but the other team should have got that one, to be honest. Now, Professional Thug puts this to the side wall. Not much control to be had. Rez puts this out in front of the net. He said, I dare to shoot, and they didn't, as this goes to the side wall. Again, I'm seeing that the Huskies, they're not able to take advantage of some big opportunities here. Just, I believe it's the aggression. And also, just going to point towards the ball a little bit more. It feels like they get the ball, and then they're pointing the wrong way, like right there.
The thing is, they've got a 1-0 lead right now. You know, Lions haven't put anything too threatening on since the start of the game. Like, there's no reason for them to get over aggressive. But at the same time, I'd like to see them score some of those opportunities. Right, this one's on net from Crimson, and it's going to find its way in. It's just not. It makes me look stupid because I just said what I said, but.
You're good. I told you they got to play to win, not to not lose. Like, that's the issue. If you slow down, if you think about, we already got a 1-goal lead, you're playing to not lose. You need to play to win. So you need more goals. You need to stay on that aggression. There's a difference between aggression and just giving the ball away, and I think they kind of need to figure that out right now. Because right there seems like a pretty good giveaway, but then Kana able to get a good 50 because guess what? He followed his teammate's touch. That's a good rotation, and he's able to get a goal.
That's a great 50, actually. Perfectly on net. Now, do they keep playing aggressive? Because if they keep playing aggressive, they see what they can do. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. The more aggressive team has been scoring a lot more goals. There's been a lot more consistency in the aggressive team. Do they continue to do that, or do they go back to playing conservative? I'd love to see them play aggressive more, as this one's going to go.
Great shot.
Crimson, beautiful from Lions. And we're back tied at 2. 1:18 on the clock. Still very doable for either team. You know, there's no reason to rush anything, you know. Obviously, we've had one overtime in this series, 1 or 2. And so far, both they've gone the way of Lions, I believe. Am I correct there?
Great shot. A little bit off. I mean, this is what I say. The Lions gonna get goals because they're being more aggressive and they're trying to force the issue, and it's working. I think the Huskies, they had that same ability this game, but they've still looked a lot more reserved than the Lions. And right now, if I was in this game and if we were starting the series again and I had seen these teams beforehand, my money would be on these Lions. But I mean, Huskies still have a chance. This ball goes off the back wall. Who's going to be up to it though? You knew it was going to be the Lions because the Huskies, honestly, they haven't been aggressive at all with these touches.
Oh, good. There you
They're
go.
kinda,
There's the aggression we're looking for. Oh, this is a free touch here. Somebody can get to it. They're gonna leave it, and it's gonna find its way back out mid.
oh
Oh,
my
God.
goodness, Rez.
Then you get to it again. It's not gonna be able to put on target. Crimson, what can he do? Puts it off the backboard. Good touch from him to get it out. Oh, double commit. Oh, that's just gonna stun all offense here. Maybe no. It's actually gonna fall back at the Damon and shot on target off the post. 10 seconds left. Can Huskies find something here? No. It's gonna find its way back to the other side. Actually, there's an opportunity for Lions. We've already seen one.
Yeah.
We've only seen one 0-second goal. Can we see another one? Potentially, have a chance.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that one's bad.
No, down to the ground. No fun league.
Yeah, I just want to see something here. Connor able to pop it up. Oh, but a good challenge from Crimson. Keeps it down the other end. Doesn't allow this to become an offensive play on their own end. Lions keeping that pressure, but that's just an unfortunate 50. You kind of want to see a follow-up from the other team as Rez puts this to the side wall. Good follow-up. Again, the rotations have come back for Huskies, but they've just got to make sure they are consistent with these touches. Look at that, though. Following each other. If you look at the Lions right now, they're all following each other and running alongside each other. That's the problem. And you're seeing that the Huskies are making triangles, which is the fun of this game. All about shapes. Nice little pop here from Dank. Wants to get this out to midfield. And Rez just trying to force it through the whole defense there. Again, I do think that Lions can get this. It's just whether or not they make a big enough mistake on defense before they can score.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, this overtime's been a little scrappy to start. It's kind of what we expected a little bit. Maybe as double commit in the corner here, kind of off the post again. They've got to start hitting these shots. It is going to come back to bite them as they've had multiple opportunities this game. Just not be able to follow through. It's going to be in front of the net for Resnick, and he's got to put it in. Heartbreak for Huskies.
I thought Professional Thug had sealed the deal with that backflip to the touch out to Connor, but this works out the other way.
You gotta feel like you let that one go. I mean, you've had so many shot opportunities to go along with it, and you just got to start putting them away.
Yeah, I mean the stats are right down the middle. You look at the touches; they don't look too biased to one side. You'd love to see again, that Professional Thug, he did a backflip, he kind of did a bicycle kick right in front of the net. I thought that was going to seal it. And the Huskies were going to be able to score, but you see, again, if you can't take advantage of offensive plays, the other teams, I think the Lions, they're going to be able to take advantage of much more of I don't even think it's mistakes. They're actually forcing issues. I think that's the difference here. Huskies need the Lions to whiff. The Lions are able to outpace and get to the ball. What the Lions need to work on is the whiffs, and their positioning is something to behold. But again, we've got time here. I think the Huskies can bounce back. It's just whether or not they can do it before the Lions can score. That's going to be it.
I mean, timeout here from the Huskies is probably. I mean, it is the right call here. Going down 3-1 in a series, that's never ideal. Usage of the timeout. I mean, they have to change up something, right? But but maybe
I don't even know what I think Connor's just trying to make us remake lobby.
Right? You called timeout, right?
Yeah, Connor. Does he know?
Connor know?
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think that the Huskies, what they need to switch up is just. I honestly, if I was there, I would just have Connor say, "Hey, I'm gonna play way more aggressive. You guys just need to watch my back." That's gonna be the real big thing because I think the Lions, they are all diving on every play. There's not a lot of rotation from them, but the fact that Huskies aren't really going at all, it's working. They're able to get back to every ball. It's tough. I still think Lions take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if timeout buff works its magic. You know, I've seen teams that never should have. Well, I say never should have come back, but you know, teams that are down 2-0 in a series, you know, come back and win it after a timeout as teams are starting to join back in after the timeout. And we're about to get back into some Rocket League. I mean, we just got to look for a lot more aggression from the Huskies. If not, there's no way they could, you know, come back. I mean, obviously mistakes, like I said before, they're looking for mistakes, but they need to play the aggressive game as we're getting started here. Like, we're getting our
Right, they all
kickoff
made
goal.
it in the game.
Yep.
Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna happen here. Crimson.
Oh my God, it happened.
I was literally Crimson. I was about to sing your praise. I was about to say he's been the most consistent for the Lions on defense. And what does he do? He doesn't double jump. He single jumps.
We need to see aggression though. Stay here from Huskies. If they keep the aggression up, we've seen them win games. Or I'm sorry, game 1. But they just need to stay consistent here. They need to keep on top of it. As Connor's there, yeah, Connor wants to stay on top of it here.
Oh my goodness. I really want to see the Lions' mistakes are the only reason they're giving up goals here, but it's also the only reason they're getting goals. So double-edged sword. Rez with a beautiful touch, but
good save.
not able to bounce in off the bar. Yeah, Dank was able to get a great save. He wants to get a bump as well, but Thug gets kind of outmaneuvered here by both the players. Good follow-up, but Kana able to get the good 50. Kana has been their offensive weapon, and oh my goodness, I say that Damon
shot.
Able to sink it.
And we're seeing exactly what you wanted out of Kana here. I mean, he's dialed up aggression. He's starting to go for everything now. And it's working. I mean, you're seeing shot after shot come in, and it's finally finding the back of the net.
That's what you want. I'm telling you, just have one player that plays a little bit more aggressive, sticks on their end a little bit more. The other two focus on the rotating, focus on getting back. Right here, Kana going to be able to beat Crimson, but it's still a good 50. Rez doesn't get to this ball first. This goes back to Dank, who's going to bang this off the back wall. Honestly, I'd love to see him follow it up somehow. Damon off the side wall. It's a little bit awkward for him. This goes out in front of net. Not going to work either. This is tough. I think, yeah, the Huskies look like a different team right now, but I still think Lions, they are consistently scoring in every game. So this game is not out of reach yet.
No, absolutely not. As no one finds in front of net. Damon with the shot. Ooh, that might have been a no-goal. I think it was already on target, though.
I got to stop talking because I am cursing these Lions. That was a great play here from Connor and Damon.
That was huge. And no, it was already on target. 3-0. If you would have told me that after watching game, what was it, game 2? You know, you just see the consistent scoring of Lions. You know, keeping Huskies exactly where they want them. I might have called you crazy, but here we are, 3-0, 3 minutes still left on the clock. Still plenty of time for Lions to come back. But right now, it looks like they're getting held on their side. You know, the aggression is there. It's just an opportunity from Damon. So it goes down the other side, and good control from Thug. And we need to see more of that out of Lions, even though it's going to go back in their net, 4-0.
This is looking like a different team. This is the team that we saw in game 1. To be honest, this is good. The Huskies have turned it on a little bit.
I have. And we just need to see more of this because this is still in reach for the series. I mean, it's 3-1, yes, but you know it's never out of reach until the final game's over. It's gonna find the back of the net from Crimson.
Still so much time, and I will say, the pressure is, I would say, on the Huskies right now because you start to think about, I hope they're not listening. I hope, you know, if you're listening right now, players, turn off the mic because you're about to hear the thing that's going to put some pressure on you. You don't want to lose a 4-0 lead. And you've got to think about that now because, you know, you're on stream and you realize that, yeah, there's no excuse for us to lose.
No!
Oh, Krez. Just slow down.
Out. Tank, we gotta follow. Could they turn this into a counterattack? No. Kana's gonna be on though. Keeping it on, or putting it on their side of the field. That's an opportunity you can't let go
Jeez
begging. It's just gonna be a
Louise.
shot from Damon. It's gonna find the back of the net. Oh no.
The
Finally,
Lions
um,
they are doing everything just a second late. Like that's really it. Crimson jumped there. If he just waits, he's fine. Or if he goes just a second earlier. They're in that middle ground where the Huskies feel like they have full control, and they do right now. It's a 4-goal lead. There's still some pressure though. I still actually think the Lions have a chance. It's just going to be a much more difficult situation now because the Huskies know there's no pressure. They can kind of dive on everything as long as they don't play turtle. You know, if they don't go into their shell, they'll be fine. They need to keep coming out swinging. Keep throwing those jabs. Make sure the other team doesn't get too close. Is what I'd say.
if this gets any worse, I wouldn't be 100% shocked if we saw a timeout come out from Lions, because this is a completely different Huskies team that we're looking at. You know, they're playing aggressive. They're playing the way they want to. This is a good demo from Damon. The
Oh,
Lions are just getting beat to everything. There's another dunk. As Tanker's able to put it back into the corner here, and Lions are just getting held on their side.
yeah. I mean, this is just really good rugby league. Like you love to see it. That's it's just enjoyable to watch. The Huskies are looking, you know, again the rotations are actually rotating. We're not a stagnant disc here. This goes. It's a little bit awkward though. Kana's going to be able to get a 50. No,
Oh,
Crimson.
what
Out of the
happened
stats.
here? Did he
3
get?
minutes. I mean, 3 goals in a minute. I mean, it can happen. Kana talking
What?
crap to himself. Love to see it.
I just kind of a little bit saw at the backboard there. You know, you've got a 4-goal lead. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, this Lions team knows how to score. 1 minute. Don't count them out, but it's going to take a monumental comeback.
Ugh. I mean, a goal every 20 seconds. I don't think it's going to happen, but I've been proven
I don't
wrong
know.
before. This is a quick shot. Nah, I'm telling you, the Huskies, they know. They can just keep rotating. All they have to do is disrupt plays here. They don't need to make them. Nice little touch here. This goes to the side wall. Kana wants to get a 50, and he does. Right here, you might see a goal the other way. Damon, did you erase? Chill out, all right? You're in Omega. Let's not try and save the world here. Let's you know, just win the game.
Up 3 goals, I don't blame him for going for something a little bit more out of the ordinary, but you know, obviously we're still in Omega. I just don't want to see Huskies get overconfident here. You know, we talk about the mental of the losing team, but the winning team, after winning a game this dominantly, you know, you could always get overconfident and overheat. Like, this is what I like to talk about, because obviously, yeah, how does this affect the Lions' mental? I mean,
I mean, with how they play, I'm assuming their mental is that they're just playing ranked. They play kind of like a lower level ranked game where they're just all going. I'd say Crimson's been their most consistent player already. He's at the top of the board, but what he's been consistent at is on defense. Right there, though, just need to slow down. If you look, Damon's able to get all these shots, but I think the unsung hero on the Huskies has been Kana. He's getting the 50s on their end, and it's popping out to midfield, and it's going to Damon. Damon and Kana are working so well as a duo. It's almost, you know, fun to see Dank sometimes get the ball. I really hope we see more of this from the Huskies, especially since I want this to go to game 7. So I'm hoping the Huskies get next game. But Lions, what they need to do, get out of your head, just focus on, you know, getting into the flow of things again, but just be a little bit more consistent on defense. That's been the biggest issue. Like right there, they weren't hitting flip resets. They weren't absolutely cooking you. You were just missing. So
yeah, it's just mistakes on the back end from Lions that are costing them. No timeout honestly shocks me a little bit.
yeah, I
I
think the players. I mean, no, but this also shows confidence. It's not a bad idea.
It does.
If you are confident that you can get into it, again, those goals, they were a couple of them were just 50s out in front of net. And the Lions have scored their quota of 2 goals a game. That seems to be what they do every single regular game here. Hey, Mr. Producer, let's put us in the make sure the teams can be seen here. But
No kickoff goal this
it's
time, so for it, but
I got you, everybody. It's
No worries.
I'm
Casters
hoping
are
that
on
we
it.
see the Lions are able to get back into it. Oh, Rez, nice
Oh, that
touch over the
Lions
net.
back on the
Can he get a
in front
double?
of the net. No, it's in front of the
Oh,
net. Still dug up. No, denied by Damon. What a save by Damon to keep it out. It's still in, not completely out of it yet. It looks like Lions might
this
be
is
backing
good
off
though.
a little bit. Yeah, it is very good from the Lions.
Oh,
Whipped by
Crimson.
Crimson.
No,
It's gonna hurt.
the
No.
back pass.
Open net. Two people on the backboard. It's gonna get saved off by Doug. It's a little bit panicked
That was
there.
a crazy save at the angle to take, but it works out. And again, the Lions in that first, I'd say 40 seconds were looking great. They had good pressure. They were maintaining the pressure as well. Something they actually haven't done very well, in my opinion, this series. But if they're able to keep that up, this could be much better. They already look better than they did that last game. Maybe the confidence in not going for a timeout was well warranted. Hopefully, they can keep cooking here. Crimson puts this to the back wall. Can't get another one. Rez puts it off the corner. Professional Thug is the only one up, but I mean, how do you even get that to a teammate? It's just not going to happen.
There's no power on it. You know, if you're going to go for a touch like that, you got to hit that a lot harder for it to pop out. This is a shot by Resnick. What am I talking about? It worked out.
What a great play there. Resin able to get a beautiful shot into the top corner. That'd be good at any rank. That's just a beautiful play from Resin. He's been ultra aggressive, and it's good to see it pay off here.
So if you're Huskies here, you've got to start, you got to know you got to turn it up. You're down in your last game. Your tournament lives are on the line right now. And you've got to start putting some offense up. Last game was great. You came out doing exactly what you wanted to do the entire game. And you got 5 goals out of it. Right now, they're just stuck in their half. Kana, good challenge. He's going to get it out. Can Dame get a 50? No, they both whiffed. It's 2v1 in the backfield. That's good touch for a tank. This is on net. It's just in. Good save by Kana. It's just Lions are holding them in their side.
There we go.
Crimson's going to have the shot. It's going to go in 2-0, 2:45 on the clock.
That timeout buff is crazy. All right, so we're gonna have a quick. There's not gonna be any interviews after this series, but that's just a little update from the production. We just have to come in and say something after he's been messing up, not showing us the spectate button. But I really am impressed with the Lions here. They've looked a lot better. I say that.
You
what
say
is
that.
wrong with me? I need to shut up. What is wrong with me? I said they look really good, and then they just. Double commit with full. That was 200 boost they had in the corner.
That can't happen. Is this the turnaround though? Is this the turnaround for Huskies? Because once they get one goal, they usually get another some point in time.
And if I'm the Lions, I'm turning around and leaving. That was. I don't know what. What is wrong with me? I need to stop hyping him up. Now Crimson.
Bro's turning into CJ.
Oh yeah, listen, it's happening. Rez. Able to get a good 50s. Let's stop taking 2 into the corner, guys. I think we're not up to that level yet. Now it's Professional Thug off the back wall. I don't even know. I don't even know how he can get back to that ball.
Well,
the Huskies look like a different team right now, though.
They do. They look good, and they definitely could get the comeback completed here. It's just, do they keep the aggression up, or do they try to play 2 passes that they've done in the past? Good demo from Kana. Opens things up. Can Thug get a touch here? That might have just saved a goal there. It's no follow-up from Huskies. Good 50 actually there from Damon.
Well, the follow should have been Connor. He jumped early. That was a bit of an issue there. He jumped early on a save. Rule! What?
Who broke it?
Guys, I've seen RLCS main stage where we don't break rule 1s, guys. This is Nature League Omega play-ins. You don't break it here.
Oh, you don't break it anywhere. Huskies broke it. I've been told by production Huskies broke it.
I have a feeling. Okay, I don't want to point any fingers here. It's not a witch hunt, but I saw that it was Mr. Damon in the red NRG fan.
I don't know.
But I think we will have to go back and have a game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that because that can put a lot of seasons. This might go in. I don't know,
You
44
might have to-
seconds. Lions, or not, excuse me, not Lions. Huskies. They need to hurry here. They've got to find a goal, otherwise their tournament lives are over. This will be the crossbar. Connor's able to get it out. Somebody's got to get there quickly.
Good 50.
From Damon's going to keep it going. He's got another good touch to the backboard. Touched out my thug. Another double up in the corner. Nobody there to follow there for a shot. Caught it on the sidewall. Can he get it mid? Does so successfully, but it's going to pop up over the net. 10 seconds.
No.
Oh, no. Okay, whoever gets this first.
We don't get game
we
7.
won.
We do. 1-on-1. 1-on-1, David. Cook. That's your cook. What was that?
Oh my God, what an exciting ending.
We got to.
Oh,
GG's.
GG's
And listen,
to both teams.
I'm gonna,